Hi, for today's teardown we have this. Here is a stereoscopic night vision periscope for a Soviet battle tank. I found it on German eBay for 30 euros, which is not bad, given that the price of these items are usually more around 150 to 200 euros. Here is the model and serial number for those playing at home. So you can see here, obviously, we have the user side with eyepieces. So there is a lot of details to look at in this thing. Here is the general shape. And here is the outside part that is looking outside the battle tank through the hull with a mirror, and that will protect the user inside of any gunshots or bomb fragments flying on the tank. Obviously they will damage this part maybe, but not going down to the user, and he will be protected. And also this top part seems to be easily replaceable when needed. So we will first do a walk around. Obviously there is a power input for the night vision tubes. So here I have a little night vision tube from a Soviet tank gun sight I took apart a long time ago before I started making videos. But I believe the tubes inside here will be another model and maybe bigger. So we have a power input. I did not find a matching connector sadly in my stock. We have the power switch. We have one setting here. We have a forehead cushion piece in rubber here. Eyepieces with lenses. And you can see just in this area already a lot of screws. Nose piece. At the bottom there is some kind of a cover here and a setting for putting a shutter in front of night vision tubes to protect them, but the mechanism is a little bit messed up, so I will try to fix it. And it is not working, it seems. So far I was not able to power it on. So I will take the opportunity of having it apart to try to find why it is not working, and if possible make it work probably in the next video. Here we have some access panel with another model and serial number written on it. Here two holes probably for attachment pins to secure it in the tank. Other side is pretty much blank except for screws. And it is also this setting here. It is aperture setting, as it is written here, diaphragma. And here is the effect of it. I will zoom on these eyes. And if I shine some extra light, you might see, yes, here it is. You can see the aperture that will close and open to adjust the amount of light you get in. Excuse me for the reflections of my bench lights. So obviously we have two, we can even see the gear in here turning. Obviously we have two similar optics. What else? I did not tie something down in the bottom here. Yes, here you can see, no, maybe, unused connector. It is quite, yes, here it is. You can see this thing, it is an unused connector. So either it is for an option or for something that was removed, because I believe usually this front glass is heated to allow any removing any dew on it when by cold weather, or help water drying also when it is raining or something like this. So seems to be quite a complicated setup, so we will find out what it is going on exactly. So to take it apart, as I believe we might have quite delicate optics in this section, we will first start on this bottom side, and first I will remove anything that could be damaged, in particular the rubber parts. So we have two screws here to allow easy removal of the forehead piece. I will start with this. As you can see, this is pretty easy. A lot of screws at the back to attach this metal piece to it. So it is the first part. I can remove those eye caps, just rubber, and really it seems we have something quite complicated going on here. And I can remove, if I find a screwdriver small enough, luckily most of the screws are not very tight on this thing, and so far I haven't been stuck with a stuck screw, which is good. Okay, so it is just a little bit of a rubber piece, and it will reveal more screws. Okay, it goes in a box because I will probably not put it back together immediately if I try to diagnose why it is not working. So first thing, I will remove this bottom plate here to see what we have under it. What do we have? There is some sticky sealing material, very nasty. In fact, it makes long wires when you remove it. So, good news and bad news. We have electrical wires going to the inside with these terminals, but bad news, they have been cut flush here. Not sure why. Looks like maybe this device was demilitarized, but obviously it is just 2 wires here and maybe 4 wires here, maybe for a temperature sensor extra or something like this, that have been cut, so it might be not impossible to repair this thing. Quite easy enough to do, in fact. So the good news is, as the wires are cut, I should be able to remove this whole front unit without being annoyed by the wires. And given there is nothing else to see so far in this area, I will replace this cover. So I did just install 3 screws, because if I need to repair the wires, it will be easy, faster to access again. So I am interested to see what we have under this metal cover. So obviously twice the same thing. So I will remove one. And after it, I believe I will remove directly the wall panel here, if it wants to come. So we have what seems to be most probably some kind of an heater element. As you can see, looks like we have a wire wound resistor all around here, and something extra here in attached in some kind of silicone. Yes, most probably some sensor, so I might be able to remove these wires and reattach little wires. Excuse me, it is out of the frame, so these wires, they are going in this it shrink here, so I have a little bit of length left in this, so I should be able to reattach wires, and this one will probably just be replaced. So it is turning into a potential restoration project. Interesting. I will replace this part for now because I know there is work to do in it, but it is not for today. So why they did cut these wires? Either someone wanted to have a look inside and just cut the wires, or it is in a process of demilitarization. We found out inside if there is any other evidence of cut wires or things like this. Okay, now I will remove this entire panel because it looks like it is just 6 screws. In fact, I did already check that they are not stuck. And they are pretty easy to remove. So, and it will reveal most of the insides to this lower section, I believe. So we will immediately see most of the interesting parts. Yes, really there is something weird on the screws, for water tightness probably. Weird, looks almost like old chewing gum in fact. Quite a nasty stuff, as you can see. Look what it is doing. Okay. So let's try to pry it out. Oh, here we are. No wires in the way, and here we are. So first view inside. Obviously here we have end of the light amplifier tubes. We have some circuit board here at the bottom and wiring. So here is the on-off switch, here is the shutter button, and it looks like it is actuating a micro switch. Here we have some kind of an electronic module with what seems to be a connector here. So most probably if I remove the screws here, the module will pull out directly. So it is what I will be doing next, but first we have to have a look at the other side of this, which is looking like that. No need here to take it apart further. We can see we have two prism assemblies and some lenses in this part here. Just optics, very well made by the way. And more of this weird goop here, as you can see. Very nasty stuff. Okay, so it is the first part off. I will wrap it in a bubble wrap to protect it, and we will continue. And you know what? Before I go any further, I will protect this glass here because I do not want any scratch on it. So a little bit of painter's tape over it will protect it. Maybe even 2 parts for maximum protection, but really it is a good idea. So let's do it. It will only be very expensive given the price of painter's tape, but here we are. It is protected from any abuse. So where we were at this module here on the side, let's undo it. So 4 screws. Actually I did replace these screws because the original ones were in very bad shape, but they are very common Russian screws. You can find the same models on any Russian TV or radio receiver. Quite interesting. They will use regular hardware like this. So here we will reveal this electronic module. So the night vision tubes need high voltage, so it will be probably an oscillator on the high voltage transformer to generate required voltage, probably around 1000 to 500 to 2000 volts, I guess, something like this. Not extremely high, but yes, it is coming off like such. So here is the empty compartment with at the bottom, you will not see it, maybe like such, yes, connector, and there is some kind here of high voltage terminal, and you can see actually here one and two probably high voltage wires. So this must be a splitter going to each one of the two night vision tubes. And here is the module I did just remove. It is the side we were able to see previously. Few resistors, a weird component here, maybe a capacitor that is going through the PCB, one leg at this side and the other leg at the other side. And here is what we have here. So 2 relays of regular model, 1 trim pot, the connector of course. Do I have a needed code? Yes. 1978, 1979. And here we have these 2 modules, potted electronics, probably cork wood assemblies, I guess. We might have one PCB here and one other at the top and parts between them. So there must be one oscillator and maybe other thing to control the other components as the heaters. Maybe thanks to this relays you will need to turn on and off the heaters depending on the temperature or something like this. And we have this block with one output. It is obviously the high voltage transformer. I did already check, you can remove this panel here, but it will not show anything else. In this it is completely potted, so there is nothing else to see. But little interesting module, the manufacturing date is handwritten here, model number also, and it is also, sadly there is no really useful easy way to figure out any pin out on this thing. It would be nice to be able to figure out how to power it, but nothing is really obvious. You can see here the pins going to this shielded module, and I did just notice here we have a big plastic screw, and here is a broken one. And what else? Very nice logo here, like an asteroid or UFO or something like this. Okay, so it is this part. Now I guess we can start to dig in the optics, because there is nothing else really easy to access in here so far. So I will try to dig in the optics part. So let's undo. Obviously we have 6 screws attaching this part here, and a few other screws attaching this part here. So I will first undo these 6 ones. I need a bigger screwdriver here. Conveniently enough, it seems they are captive screws, so you will not lose them when you remove the module. But probably if you remove the module, it is because it is broken anyway, so a new module will probably be provided with the screws. Nice green mustard color on this thing with Emerton paint. Quite interesting. The information is embossed in here. This is engraved with white pen in it. Okay, so okay, easy enough. And here we are. So here are our two lenses. This gear here is driven by this button here to the diaphragm, and I can see the shutter I was speaking about previously is here. It is just like a camera shutter, in fact, in a curtain, and it is normally driven with a button at the bottom, but I think I did the first time I did take it apart, I did probably mess something up, and it is not working correctly for now, but I will try to fix it when I reassemble the thing. So apart from it, we have the two lens assemblies. Attach each one with 4 screws, and you can see it is weird. Ah, yes, probably there is no obviously any focus adjustment, so it must be a factory adjust. And probably this thing here is part of that, because you can see there is a slot here in the metal, and there is the thread to the lens piece, and there is this screw in the way that will press this part and will probably lock the thread. So quite an interesting way to do it. And the connector I was speaking about previously is here. Here, and you can see here we have cut wires that are going to these cut wires down here, shielded wires, and cut. So I will need to find a shielded piece of cable with 4 or 5 conductors to replace it, obviously, if I want to repair it. And I will have to find the matching plug, because I do not think I have any one in my stock like that, but I am not sure, so I will need to check anyway if I have or not a matching plug. There is also a little metal piece missing here. If not, it is not totally impossible I find it on eBay, because there is a lot of Soviet components available on eBay. So I will have to check it, because in fact this plug is supposed to go here to this piece of wire that was cut also down here, and this one will be a pain to repair if I want. Maybe not totally impossible, but it will be difficult. And yes, as you can see, it goes down there. Around there is something down there in the front piece of glass, probably a heater element. So it will be quite a lot of work to repair this. I will need to protect the glass here at the bottom and do something if I want to do it. But just having the night vision tubes working will be good enough, I guess. Okay, so this is that. This aside, and obviously what to do next. I couldn't do this part here with the screws, but I can also undo the next module, and I believe all of this will come in one piece. And it should be good enough for now. So let's do it. I have a few more screws, one here almost impossible to reach. Same sealing material on the threads. As you can see, black goopy stuff. These are quite short screws actually, quick to undo, which is good when you are doing it on video, by the way. So this will reveal the most interesting parts, I mean the light amplifier tubes. I believe because they are actually in here, in these two metal shieldings. So I hope it will be possible to undo the shieldings and have a good look at the tube. This assembly is working, so I will not deal with it too much because I don't want to mess it. It is working. So one little interesting detail on this button here, you have two set screws actually to hold the button on the shaft. You have one set screw here to adjust how far it can go on this hand stop, and you have one extra set screw to lock the set screw. It is quite overkill, a little bit. You have this plate here and another plate here attached to the number of screws, a non-purpose screw here, and what was I doing? Yes, removing the screws. In fact, they are all out, it seems, so I should be able to try it out if I find any gap somewhere. No gap, no gap. So when you have no gap, you have Swiss Army knife. Here we are. Do it quite carefully and it is good. So here is what it looks like from the bottom. We have here the mechanism for the aperture setting. We have here the mechanism for the curtain, which is quite stuck actually and quite hard to here it is. Look, here is our shutter curtain that will allow to lock completely the light to the prevent any light going to the night vision tubes. So probably you will want to enable it during daylight to protect your optics. So this will need some tinkering to adjust correctly. And look at this. Here is the missing piece of plastic screw to the electronic module. So maybe at least I will be able to re-glue it in place. Quite nice. And nothing else to see here except extra group here on the side. Die cast aluminium obviously. Some extra screws. Just for this mechanism here we already have 8 screws just to attach this part. Quite amazing, no shortage of screws. So I put this at a safe place and now we can have a look at this. Obviously we have 2 shieldings for the night vision parts. We have high voltage connections to them, so I think I will not deal with it. I do not want to break anything. And we have the shieldings and our two big tubes. So let me check out which one I undo. First, let's remove more goop. Thanks, really nasty stuff. So, let's say I will try this one. So there is a wire here to the ground probably, or one electrode at least. One is ground and one over is either positive or negative high voltage, I guess. 3 little standard screws will reveal the night vision tube. Yes, it is easy enough. And there is a brass washer here making contact with the one side of this tube, which is attached with this bakelite piece to the base, and which is coming off like such. Really easy. Here is the model and serial number. So if it is a dead code, it means these tubes have been replaced, which is not impossible because this kind of device will wear out quite quick. And now I am curious to see if we have matched serial numbers 39814. So let me reinstall this rubber piece and we will check the other one and see if we have a matching serial number. So I will be right back. So I am back a few screws later and let's check the serial number on this second tube. No, it is not matching at all, but worth checking, and the same manufacturing date. Okay, they are just attached in fact with this rubber piece in the holder part here, and just secured with a metal shield, nothing complicated. Okay, so they seem to be in good condition, so probably in working order. Probably I will have to try to figure out why it is not working. In fact, I have a very high resistance. Here is a pin out of the connector, just plus and minus, probably 27 volts. But I have 30 mega ohms of resistance. And look at this, in fact, here are the two red and black wires going to the connector. The red is going in series to apparently this switch here, so this micro switch should be bad. And also, what else? The black wire is going to the terminal panel here, but look at this. It looks very much like the black wire is burnt. It is not looking good. So here are two things to investigate, probably in a next video. I would love to be able to have this thing working, but it will be quite lot of tedious disassembly, at least. Just to access this switch here will be difficult. Maybe I can access if I pull the... I have to remove the picture, the amplifier tube here to access it. Access the screws, and then I will be able to try to find out if it is working or not. If it is not working, I must have replacement ones. Okay, and probably try to repair also the broken wire harness here and here. This will not be too difficult. So here we are for this teardown, I guess, for today. The thing is in part, and now I can try to start to investigate and see if I can repair it, but I think it will be enough for this video. So thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.